What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trev the King here, and today I will be bringing you my week 3 match against Cam and his Manaphy City squad. If you did not watch my team builder that I uploaded yesterday, please go check that out. But for right now, I'll just briefly go over my team just in case you didn't. I have a Spidef Infestation Reuniclus. I have a Fizdef Magnetized Dewblade. I have a Toxic Raikou, Fizdef Rocky Helmet Blissey, a Scarf Togekiss, and a Specs Kyurem Black. So looking at Cam's team, this is not the team I was really expecting at all. He didn't bring Mega Pinsir, which, I prepared my Dewblade for, but it's okay because, it also, this Dewblade allows me to still, take a hit from Hippowdon, if I don't have a Magnetized setup. If I have to switch in, I can probably switch in pretty easily and avoid the 2-hit KO, take less than 50%. As well as the Aloe was kind of surprising because I thought I had a lot for Aloe, but you'll see why he brought Aloe, and he actually brought a really good Aloe set. And yeah, so with that out of the way, why don't we just get right into the game. Alright, so he's going to lead off with Darm as I lead off with Blissey. Now I'm going to go for the Protect here, scouting to see what he goes for. He just goes for the U-turn, that's fine. I'm going to stay in, take that U-turn, not very well at all, but that reveals he's Scarfed, and he takes Rocky Helmet damage. I get up my rocks. That was a very good turn, first 2 turns for me. As he goes into Drought, sets up some Toxic Spikes, and he goes into his Hippowdon as I do get off the Infestation. And right here, I'm just going to knock off his leftovers, because even if he has Whirlwind, I guarantee get off this knockoff as he sets up his rocks. Not too terribly concerned, because I do have Defog and Togekiss just in case. I do miss my Toxic there, which kind of sucks, but not really. And he Whirlwinds me out into Kyurem, unfortunately. So right now, Kyurem's going to take almost 50% in 1 turn, which really sucks. But I'm just going to click Ice Beam here, and that does over half. It's a 2-hit KO on Sylveon. However, I don't see leftovers here, and because he took so much from that Ice Beam, I'm fearing him to be Scarfed Sylveon. So I switch out as he just goes for Protect, so he's not Scarf Sylveon. As he goes for a Wish, I go for my own Wish because I know Seismic Toss will not kill, and he knows this as he just does not go for Protect, but instead Hyper Voice, as we both get our wishes back. And again, we're both going to go for Wish right here, and I believe I pass it into my Reuniclus, which does not take very much from that Hyper Voice at all. Again, it is Spidef, so right now I'm just going to Infestation. I probably should have knocked off right here, because if I would have knocked off right there, I would have been in a really good situation, but unfortunately I did not knock off, so that's not too great. I just go into my Blissey right here as he U-turns, and he won't quite die to the next rock switch-ins, but he can't switch into anything anymore. He can't even switch into Infestation. So right here he goes in Owlmole, and I'm like, I think I have this trapped, and I think that's another thing dead. But then he goes for the Healing Wish, goes into his Darmanitan, and now we're in trouble here. I make a really ballsy play, and I go straight into my Dewblade as he just goes for a U-turn. I was really hoping he would go for a U-turn, not wanting to click Flare Blitz yet, as he has not clicked Flare Blitz yet. So right now with this Garm, he's going to go for his Defog to get rid of both of our hazards, and I'm just going to set up SD with Dewblade, Shadow Sneak just to scout to see what item he has. He turns out to be Rocky Helmet and have Taunt, so that's fine. So right here I predict him to go for a Roost, and I go straight into my Kyurem Black. I'm going to click Ice Beam right here, as it is a 2-hit KO, but I don't know, I think I should have just stayed in and click Ice Beam again. I know he would have protected although he didn't protect. He actually wished, which was a really ballsy play. But I wouldn't have died to the next toxic damage anyway, so I guess he was predicting me to protect. So that was a decent play on his part. So right here I'm going to go straight for the knockoff, hoping he goes into the Darm. However, unfortunately he does not go into Darm, but I do get the Trap this Gouge, and he reveals he does have Shadow Ball, which is mainly for the Duke Blade, because Draco does more and Sludge Wave do more to Arena Close anyway than Shadow Ball would, because of adaptability. So right now this is going to be kind of like a bit of a stally part of the game, because he's going to set up the Toxic Spikes. I'm going to try to kill him with Knockoff, get a crit right there, which is nice. He's going to Draco right here, and unfortunately I don't quite kill him with the infestation damage, and I don't want to risk him like going straight into Darm, so I go for a Knockoff right here. So I'm not quite at full health, which I don't know would matter against the Darm if he clicks Flare Blitz, but I do die. I don't know if I was at full health, if I could have lived. It would have been interesting. But Arena Close goes down and we're tied 4-4. And right here, I go for Air Slash. I kind of want to go for Fire Blast, but I thought he would go into his Sylveon, but he actually goes right there, and he rears the Rock Slide on his Skarmory. That's probably for Charizard, so that's his only attack and move, Rock Slides. So right here I predict the Protect, I mean the Taunt, I'm sorry. I go into my Kyurem, and I have one more hit left, and I go for Ice Beam. Kyurem didn't get any kills, but it did lots of damage to the Sylveon. It killed Sylveon basically. It did over 100% to the Sylveon. It's just that it wished it protected. Unfortunately, I do not get the Air Slash flinch right there. So I go straight to my Double, go for Toxic, hoping he tries to stay in. He does not stay in. And right here, he's just going to go for the Rock Slide. Now right here, I go for Fire Blast, and thankfully he stays in. Now that means my Doublade is in a great position to win the game, because Skarm was the only thing stopping it. So right here he goes for the Flare Blitz, and unfortunately Doublade is not powerful enough to take it out, because I don't have any attack investment, so I basically have to sack off Raikou right here. And I do, and so Raikou actually picks up the kill right there, and basically I set up a Magnet Rise right here, and the game is over, because he's already revealed 3 moves. He hasn't revealed Slack Off yet, so that means Slack Off is pretty much his 4th move. So right here I'm going to set up an SD, and as long as he's not like Shadow Ball Sylveon, I win this game. And he goes for the Hyper Voice, and it turns out he is not Shadow Ball Sylveon. So I get a crit right there. It doesn't matter. The only way I could have lost is if he crit with his own Hyper Voice. So right here I'm just going to go for the Toxic. He cannot touch me. He's just going to Slack Off, as I believe I set up another Magnet Rise, because there's really no reason not to. So that speed investment is really coming in clutch to outspeed Hippowdon. So he's just going to roll in right here, because it really doesn't matter what he goes for. I'm just going to go for a couple of Shadow Sneaks from here on out. And this is the last turn of the game, as I just finished him off with the Shadow Sneak. So that was an amazing 1-0 victory for me. I can't believe I won that game, considering the team I brought had such an awful matchup against Darm. But I was kind of forced to bring it, because I didn't really have anything on my entire team for Darm anyway, besides like a Fizdef Gastrodon, which kind of lost out to the rest of his team. But once he healing with Darm with his Alomola, I thought I had lost, but I did not. So that's amazing. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I've been Trev the King, and I'm signing out. Peace.